Hi and welcome to Literary Hype. I am Stephanie, your Literary Hype Woman, and you might notice things look a little different behind me. That is because I'm currently on the road for Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, and this is my Airbnb. But I did realize that before I left town for this convention, I forgot to film my February reading wrap-up. And so I was like, if I do not do this now, I will probably forget, and it'll go the way of January, where I didn't film one. So I'm going to do a quick run through of my January reads and their ratings, maybe say a few words, and then I will get a little more detailed on my February reads. But either way, my TBR game has not been working so well for me this year. So let's see what I read. I kicked off January of 2023 with The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Flew through it, one sitting read. Did have some annoying things about it, but overall 4 stars. The second book I read was How to Be Married to Melissa by Dustin Nickerson. It was really funny and kind of an advice book that's not an advice book. 4 stars. Well Traveled by Jen DeLuca was my third read of the year. It's a Renaissance Fair romance, 4th in the series. I've only read one other one in the series. Whoops. But 4 stars for that one. I read Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kubica. It's not as intense as Local Woman Missing, but still pretty decent. So I gave that one 4 stars as well. My first 5-star read of the year went to Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. I liked it better than I liked the These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends. It's fun. So 5 stars, highly anticipating the next one. Book number 6 was Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun by El Casamano. This is a 3rd book in a series. Love the series. This one was not my favorite in the series, but I still really enjoyed it, especially the first chapter. I was pretty much cackling at the first chapter. 4 stars for Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. In case you haven't picked up on the trend, I have another 4-star read in January, and that is X's and O's by Amy Lee. That is the 2nd in a series of the Influencer series, so this is a bookstagrammer, booktuber. It was kind of fun. So 4 stars for X's and O's by Amy Lee. Book number 8 was another Mary Kubica. This one did not hit as well for me. It was okay. So Every Last Lie got 3 stars. Stars and Smoke by Marie Lu was also on my January reading list. That one was on the TBR game, so I did get a point there. So hey-oh. It was given some Jackson Wang vibes, and I was here for it. Even though parts of it weren't very realistic, I didn't care. I was enjoying the characters because, musician turned spy is kind of fun. So 4 stars for Stars and Smoke by Marie Lu. I did the audiobook of Spare by Prince Harry because when one has the opportunity to have a prince read them a story, you take it. So I did. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it needed so many chapters. Could have combined some stuff, but overall, it was highly enjoyable. I'm not a royal fan, but it was fun. So 4 stars for Spare by Prince Harry. My buddy read for January was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I actually did get around to reading it in the month of the buddy read. Look at me go. I have some thoughts on that. You can check my blog if you want to see my thoughts on it, but I have some thoughts. But overall, it was a decent story. So 4 stars for It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And my final book of January 2023 was Make-A-Wish by Helena Hunting. This is the 3rd book in the Spark House series, which follows the 3 sisters. It was my favorite of the series, so 5 stars for Make-A-Wish by Helena Hunting. My first book of February 2023 was Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, which is one that she told me about like a year ago. So I was very excited to get my hands on it. I love her so much. This one was a Napa Valley wine owner, kind of second chancey, sort of ish. It's a lot of things. And there's secret admirer letters, which is a phrase that drove me back crap crazy. And I can't believe I even said that right now. Anyway, I love Tessa Bailey. This one wasn't my favorite though. So 4 stars for Secretly Yours. The second book I read in February 2023 is This Time It's Real by Anne Liang. It's a YA fake dating book. And I really enjoyed it. I read it so fast. Highly enjoyable, easy read. I don't remember why I only gave it 4 stars, but I only gave it 4 stars. So that's what we're going with. In my head, it was probably a 5-star at this point because I remember it more. So, whatever. Gotham City Sirens, book 1, was also on my TBR game for February, and I did read it. I gave it 4 stars. I mean, which is pretty high for a book about women that was written by men. It had some of those issues, which is why I only got 4 stars, but overall, like, the art was fantastic and I really enjoyed it. So 4 stars. I'm not going to say much about this one because the author is lovely and like I get what she was trying to do. It's just, it didn't feel quite what it should. But 12 Hours in Manhattan by Maan Gabriel. It's another, like, I think it's just that I read too many of the accidentally dating a K-pop K-drama C-drama star recently that I just couldn't, like, this one just felt so lackluster compared to him. Parts of it were really good. Parts of it needed some more work. So I give it 2.5 stars. One that was not on my TBR list for the month was Secrets of Heartwood Hall by Katie Lumsden. This was one that I acquired for an interview, which you should check out. And Katie is the booktuber Books and Things. She's got a ton of followers. This is a Victorian Gothic kind of mystery-ish. Plays off of Jane Eyre a little bit. Really fun. The twist, though. The twist. 4 stars for The Secrets of Heartwood Hall. Another book off of my TBR game was Scandalized by Ivy Owens, aka Lauren of Christina Lauren. So this was another one of the dating a K-drama star books that I read. But this one was so good, so steamy. Like, the spice is quite nice, and the substance. It also had a really good substance to it. So I thoroughly enjoyed Scandalized by Ivy Owens. 5 freaking stars. So my buddy read of February 2023 was It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. The group wanted to continue and read the second one, so we did that together. I liked it better than It Ends With Us, but there were still some issues, so it didn't quite come to the 5-star level. It was still a 4-star level, 4-star. So yes, that is the same star rating as It Ends With Us, but you know, it is what it is. I breezed through Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I got the opportunity to preview the show ahead of its drop on Amazon's Prime Television. So I read the book to kind of compare the book versus the movie and make a video on that. So if you have not checked that out, please do. It's a hoot. My boyfriend got involved. It is a fun time. At least for us, we had a good time. But as to the book, it was good. Not entirely my vibe, but I still really enjoyed it, and I still got through it pretty quickly. So 4 stars for Daisy Jones and the Six. Another one from my TBR list for February is Stranger Things Psychology Life Upside Down by Dr. Travis Langley. So this one, I kind of had to look at it in a different way for my rating system. I gave it 5 stars because for what it is so good. Is it something that I would read really fast or like be like, I'm going to reread this book just because I'm in the mood? Probably not a reread book, but it is more like a psychology textbook with all the examples being from Stranger Things. So it's really fascinating. I marked it up a ton. It was so interesting. And I really recommend it for people who are studying psychology or are really interested in like kind of more in-depth of television. It is so fascinating. But it's not the same as like a novel. Like, does that make sense? It's a 5-star book, but it's not like a fiction 5-star. Does that make sense? I don't know. You tell me. That brings my total of books read so far in 2023 to 21, which feels like a lot for 2 months, but also I know there's people reading more, so that's where you don't compare yourself. You just keep doing it. And I know that there are going to be slower months ahead because it's a long year. But yeah, 21 books finished so far. I'm very excited about March's reads, so you should check out the Hype TBR for March and see what I'm reading. I don't remember what the rules were for February or January. I know I did not complete either list. I came close, on at least one of them, I think, but I did not complete either list. There are a couple that I did start in February that I did not finish either. So I'm hoping to finish those in March. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm and all that jazz that every YouTuber will tell you about. It is helpful, so please do that.